Welcome to Max2. My name is Louis Shell. Unless you have been under work or maybe you have no interest in camera gear at all, those two reasons can be a good excuse for not to know that Panasonic has released the GH5 during CES 2017 in Las Vegas. Since the middle of 2016, camera enthusiasts have been waiting for two hybrid cameras, the Canon 5D Mark IV and the Panasonic Gh5. I do not have to say much about the Canon 5D Mark IV. We all know that Canon did not develop a great camera for video shooter like me and you. However, they did do a great job on the photo side of the camera. Anyway, this video is not about how sorry the Canon 5D Mark IV is. Instead, let's focus on why you should upgrade to the Gh5 if you already own a Gh4, and if you have not been a GH line shooter at all, why should you upgrade to that camera? Let's go ahead and look at the different reasons why I believe anybody that shoot with Canon, Panasonic, or Sony should upgrade to the Gh5, because I believe Panasonic put a real nice package in developing that camera. I have to say right off the bat that I do not get paid by Panasonic to say this thing about the Gh5 because I'm just a content creator that shoot with Panasonic, and because I found what I need in this camera, this is exactly what I believe I should share with other people that shoot video, that this camera, the Panasonic Gh5 with whatever they put on it, is a great camera for people that shoot video. The first reason I believe that if you own a Gh4 that you should upgrade to the Gh5 is the sensor. So now let's not get it twisted. If you build computer before, we all know that processor, that's what makes your computer fast. No matter how much memory you can put on that computer, if the processor is not great, there is no way you're gonna have a great computer. This to me bring me back to the Gh5. I believe the sensor that they put on that Gh5 make the camera a better camera than the Gh4. And we can start by talking about the 20 megapixel on the Gh5 from 16 on the Gh4. The 20 megapixel, even on the video size, sometimes more megapixel can make the camera perform less in low light condition, but I believe Panasonic developed a certain part of that sensor to make it a better sensor than what they have on the Gh4. Also, they removed the low pass filter. We all know the low pass filter, that's what helps you from catching up moire on those clothing that has line pattern on them. They remove that low pass filter, and what does that do for you is giving you sharper image on the video side, and even on photo, you will be able to capture quality images when taking those pictures because of the low pass filter they removed. Also, no crop factor in the sensor while shooting in 4K. We all remember when shooting 4K on that Gh4, you have a crop factor. Right now, we will be able to shoot the entire 5K width of the sensor on the Gh5. Now that brings me where? In-body image stabilization. We all know Gh4 did not have in-body image stabilization. That means on this camera, we will have the ability to stabilize handheld footage, option we did not have on the Gh4. Remember, I'm not gonna even go to the people that shoot with Canon or Sony. I'm not gonna tell you that, you know, there is no in-body image stabilization. That camera doesn't overheat. I'm not gonna talk about all this thing, but on the Gh4, we have in-body image stabilization, and the camera is full magnesium alloy body, freeze resistant, even though myself, I'm not that interested in the freeze resistant. I live in Florida, but for those of you that are gonna use that camera in Alaska, maybe somewhere in New York, Buffalo, wherever you are, that it can get 10 degrees below. So I believe this is a great feature for you. But for me, this is not as much as a feature, but it's also great to have in case that you ever found a job on a freezer. Like, you can try to use the ability of the camera that you know it can shoot in cold situation. And 10-bit 422 internal recording, the Gh5 is great. We have that option on the Gh4, but however you need you need another source to output so you can shoot 10-bit 422. Even though I know a lot of people would not be using this because the 10-bit 422 have to do with people that gonna do a lot of color grading, a lot of work with your footage to get a quality color, because the 10-bit 422 will output more color than what 8-bit 420 can do. The camera can shoot 4K at 60p, slow motion all the way, and we have a full HDMI output. This is great. We don't have to deal with those mini HDMI connection no more. And remember, Panasonic also promised that they will put a lock in your box when you get your camera. It is a great option to be able to have that full HDMI connection that can output to an external monitor. This is great news. Double SD card. We all know a lot of people don't like double SD card. I don't know for what. The more you can record media, because you can record from one card, you decide that, okay, I'm going to take pictures with that one, and the other one I'm just going to use it just for video. You can also program the camera to start shooting on one card and continue shooting to the other one. So I believe the double SD card is great, especially if you're going to take that camera to do professional work with it. Other great option they put on the GH5, we have waveform monitor. We also have vector scope that will help us hugely in case that you have to control your exposure while shooting. Let's say you can looking at while shooting, you look at your exposure, and that vector scope, the waveform, can help you to fix your image just before you start shooting. The truth is, I'm very happy with the different specification of the GH5. However, it is important to remind everybody, when you pre-order a camera, it's gonna come with a few little problems that the manufacturer gonna have to fix via software upgrade. We all remember the Gh5 has a few pending problems, and still right now people are complaining about the in-body image stabilization noise made during not doing recording as soon as you turn on the camera. It is important that you know when you pre-order that camera, Panasonic gonna fix a few stuff if they don't fix them yet. I really hope they take care of that in-body image stabilization noise on the Gh5 if it does have it, because I can sense that the Gh5, it's a little bit a small version of the Gh5. So I hope they don't send that camera out with the noise of the in-body image stabilization cause when you turn the camera on. And I also forget to mention that the Gh5 shoot unlimited footage no matter where right now. The Gh4, if you purchase that in Europe, you will have limitation to that 30 minutes. But in North America, we were fortunate enough to be able to shoot as long as our battery can last. Now the Gh5 all over in America, Europe, wherever you at, you'll be able to shoot long distance. Make it like a cherry on top of the cake. It's the fact that now we have dual SD card. I found what I need on the GH line. This is exactly what I shoot with that camera. If you are a GH shooter, if you've been shooting with the GH4, I would love to know what is a specific feature that gets you excited about upgrade to the Gh5. And if you haven't been shooting with the GH line at all, is there any feature that you see that make you want to switch to Panasonic and ditch your old company camera? Because I believe this is a little package that is well made inside that Panasonic Gh5 for anybody that love to shoot video. We all know Gh4 was great. Now Gh5 seems to be greater because of all this package inside a very small form factor camera, and all for what, $2,000. We all know these kind of features we have inside the Panasonic Gh5. Those are some of features you'll find on Red camera that will cost you about $50,000, $25,000. So please let us know. Comment down below. Let us know your one personal feature that would make you want to ditch your old company, or if you've been shooting with the Gh4, the one feature that would make you switch to the Gh5. Thank you for watching. If you love the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, And if you have not been subscribed to our channel, we would love to have you as a subscriber. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to our channel so you do not miss on our latest video. And I gotta put it out there. I already pre-ordered my camera because I wanted that Gh5 for so long. I've been waiting. So we will have more video in that sort for you. We'll probably have some unboxing and maybe some testing of those 60 frames per second on 4K video, 180 in Full HD to see how they are. Do we gonna have a sound? What we're gonna be losing? Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and as always, I will catch you on the next video.